Today, we're diving into one of the most legendary courtroom dramas of all time, Perry Mason. From 1957 to 1966, this iconic legal series captivated audiences with intense cases, dramatic courtroom battles, and unforgettable performances. But what happened to the cast after the show ended? How did their careers unfold, and where are they now in 2025? Today, we'll take a deep look at the stars who brought this legendary series to life, from Raymond Burr's commanding presence as Perry Mason to Barbara Hale's unforgettable portrayal of Della Street. So, whether you're a longtime fan of the show or discovering it for the first time, get ready to relive the golden era of television as we explore Perry Mason, then and now. Let's get started. Raymond Burr was born on May 21, 1917, in New Westminster, British Columbia, Canada. Before becoming one of television's most iconic lawyers, Burr had already established himself as a successful character actor in Hollywood. He appeared in classic films such as Rear Window, where he played the chilling villain Lars Thorwald, and A Place in the Sun. However, it was in 1957 that he would take on the role that defined his career. William Hopper was born on January 26, 1915, in New York City, the son of legendary Hollywood gossip columnist Hedda Hopper. Despite growing up surrounded by the film industry, Hopper initially resisted pursuing acting as a career. However, after serving in the U.S. Navy during World War II, he eventually found his way back to Hollywood, where he took on supporting roles in films such as Rebel Without a Cause and 20 Million Miles to Earth. His big break came in 1957 when he was cast as Paul Drake, Perry Mason's trusted private investigator. Paul was more than just a detective. He was charming, resourceful, and always ready to dig up crucial evidence that helped Mason win his cases. He often provided comic relief with his witty banter and effortless cool demeanor. Drake's role was essential to Perry Mason's success. Unlike Mason, who worked within the confines of the legal system, Drake operated in the shadows, tracking down witnesses, uncovering hidden truths, and sometimes bending the rules to help Mason secure justice. His on-screen chemistry with Raymond Burr and Barbara Hale created one of television's most iconic crime-solving trios. Hopper's portrayal of Paul Drake earned him a loyal fan base, and he became one of the most recognizable private detectives in TV history. William Talman was born on February 4, 1915, in Detroit, Michigan. He was a versatile stage and screen actor before finding his most famous role as Hamilton Burger, the district attorney who regularly went head-to-head with Perry Mason in the courtroom. Burger was a fierce prosecutor, always convinced he had an airtight case, only to be outmaneuvered by Mason at the last minute. Despite his frequent losses, Talman played the role with intensity and dignity, making Burger a formidable opponent rather than just comic relief. His booming voice, sharp arguments, and unwavering belief in the justice system made him an essential part of Perry Mason's success. Unlike many TV adversaries, Burger wasn't a villain. He was simply a man dedicated to upholding the law, even if it meant losing case after case. His interactions with Mason weren't built on hatred but rather mutual respect, making their legal battles all the more engaging. Talman played Hamilton Burger throughout the entire 9-season run of the original Perry Mason and became one of the most recognizable faces of classic television. However, his career and life were tragically cut short. William Talman was diagnosed with lung cancer in 1968 and became the first Hollywood actor to film an anti-smoking PSA before his death. The emotional message, in which he warned others about the dangers of smoking, aired after his passing on August 30, 1968, at the age of 53. Forgotten. Ray Collins was born on December 10, 1889, in Sacramento, California. Long before Perry Mason, he had an extensive career in radio, theater, and film, even working alongside Orson Welles in Citizen Kane, 1941. In 1957, he took on the role of Lieutenant Arthur Tragg, the dedicated yet occasionally exasperated police lieutenant who often found himself at odds with Perry Mason. Tragg was responsible for investigating crimes, gathering evidence, and making arrests, but more often than not, his cases unraveled in Mason's courtroom. Collins played Tragg throughout the majority of the show's run, but had to step back due to declining health in the early 1960s. Wesley Lau was born on June 18, 1921, in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. He started his acting career on stage and later transitioned into film and television, often playing law enforcement roles due to his serious demeanor and authoritative presence. In 1960, Lau joined Perry Mason as Lieutenant Andy Anderson, stepping in after Ray Collins' health issues caused a gradual reduction in screen time for Lieutenant Tragg. Andy Anderson was more analytical and reserved compared to Tragg, bringing a more methodical and by-the-book approach to investigations. Beyond Perry Mason, Lau appeared in other popular TV series like Mission Impossible, The Time Tunnel, and Bonanza, solidifying his place as a reliable character actor. Wesley Lau passed away on August 30, 1984, at the age of 63. While he may not have been as widely recognized as some of his co-stars, his portrayal of Lieutenant Anderson remains an important part of Perry Mason's history. Today, Perry Mason continues to find new audiences, with Lieutenant Andy Anderson being remembered as one of television's most professional and dedicated detectives. Barbara Hale was born on April 18, 1922, in DeKalb, Illinois. Before becoming Della Street, Perry Mason's loyal and highly competent secretary, Hale had already built a successful career in Hollywood. She starred in films alongside legends like Robert Mitchum and James Stewart, proving herself as a talented actress. However, in 1957, her life changed forever when she was cast as Della Street in Perry Mason. As Perry Mason's trusted assistant, Della was intelligent, resourceful, and always one step ahead. She wasn't just a secretary, she was Mason's right-hand woman, helping him organize cases, investigate leads, and prepare for his legendary courtroom battles. Della's relationship with Perry was filled with unspoken loyalty and deep mutual respect, and while there was always an undercurrent of romantic tension between them, the show kept it subtle, focusing instead on their incredible professional partnership. Hale's performance was so beloved that she won an Emmy Award for Best Supporting Actress in 1959. She was one of the few cast members to appear in all 9 seasons of the original series and later returned for over 30 Perry Mason television movies from 1985 to 1995, keeping the spirit of the show alive for decades. Barbara Hale passed away on January 26, 2017, at the age of 94, but her legacy as Della Street remains unforgettable. She was a pioneer for strong female characters in television, proving that a woman in a male-dominated field could be just as smart, capable, and essential to the success of the team. Even today, fans still admire Della Street as one of the best female characters in classic television, and her presence in Perry Mason helped pave the way for future TV heroines. Whether in reruns of the original show or the TV movies, her performance continues to captivate audiences. Off-screen, Hale was known for her warm personality and dedication to her family. She took a step back from Hollywood in the later years of her life, focusing on her children, including actor William Catt, best known for The Greatest American Hero. She remained grateful to her fans and frequently spoke about how much she loved playing Della Street. Even though she is no longer with us, Barbara Hale's legacy endures, and her portrayal of Della Street remains one of the most iconic female roles in television history. She will always be remembered as the woman who stood by Perry Mason's side, proving that intelligence, loyalty, and determination could be just as powerful as any legal argument in court. And there you have it, the legendary cast of Perry Mason, then and now. From courtroom showdowns to Hollywood fame, these actors left a lasting mark on television history. What do you think? Which Perry Mason character was your favorite? And did any of these cast updates surprise you? Let us know in the comments below. And if you love classic TV, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest videos on your favorite stars. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.